exact same place it was last night. Strange. Anyway, we are live. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom it in a little bit. It's weird. Shout out to my new subscribers and my old school subscribers. What is going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all living? Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. It's gonna be a short one, but I need to get you guys used to some of these live streams. Listen, let me go ahead and turn some of this down. Now it's gonna turn it up, as a matter of fact. Right now, things are getting wild out here in the streets, man. But the good thing is, there's a lot of young women out here that have their head on straight, that are actually tired of the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Day Days, the Dwaynes, and the Joes, the Jordans, and Shannons, and all this stuff, right? It's just a divide, right? There's low vibrational people, period. Women out there that are attracted to that, and men out there that's giving it to them. And unfortunately for the women, the only ones out there giving it to them on that low vibration is the Pookies and the Ray Rays. There's just too much going on right now for a Sigma. Maybe some alphas are jumping in there too, but they're just high level Pookies and Ray Rays. They're Pookies and Ray Rays with jobs. They're still codependent on women, right? So, and a lot of women are kind of like getting tired of the codependency in either form, right? The Pookies and Ray Rays that do it through just, the sexual gratification and, what I'm saying, is giving what they want, kicking them out. And then the guys that are like, in their own business mindset, but they're still dependent on a woman and a woman's energy, to harvest off of. So they're wanting to try something different. They want to try something where a man can take care of himself and he's looking for something that he wants and not something that he needs, which, the other versions of Pookies provide them. Now, they have a hard decision to make. Do they swallow this ego they developed that they claim they don't have, or do they keep the ego and just continue to have horrible relationships and making babies with deadbeat dads? Yes, it's an epidemic, and it's got them in a conundrum. They really don't know. They really don't know what they want to do. Now, what we're doing is giving them a viable option, giving them the ability to make a decision of sound mind, just by looking at our actions. We don't run our mouth like an alpha. We're not trying to get in their pants. You know what I'm saying? We're not players. We move in silence. And because of this, excuse me, y'all, they don't let me get this out. Because of this, it kind of triggers a lot of women. They don't want to come out of this shell of comfort because they really do a lot of things to maintain their comfort zones. While they'll tell you what you need to be doing, how to be a man and all this stuff, it's a lot of rhetoric. Also, when you're hearing someone giving advice about how to be a man, look at that woman. And when I say look at her, I mean look at her completely. Is she dating someone? Is she married? First and foremost. If she's not, then you're listening to a jaded, single, possibly mother, and there's no need to entertain any of that. There's a lot of, words are spells. And there's a lot of ways to phrase things to make your argument sound good. But when you break it down and you look at who you're speaking to, obviously that person's not living by example. If she's a single mother and she's out here telling you how to be a man, she doesn't even know how to be a woman. And I'm not saying all single mothers. I'm talking about the single mothers always telling a man how to be a man and trying to be all picky and stuff. If you fellas out there fall for a situation where you don't know the statistics, that there's twice as many women as there is men, and you're still allowing for some woman with some makeup on to tell you that she's special, well, I tell you what, right? You're just a lost cause, and you're not a Sigma. Any Sigma would know I can go to any country, any state, anywhere, and be able to get, a great woman that can probably look good without makeup on at all, that's, shaped like a goddess. You know what I mean? That's washing her butt regularly, not trying to get away with, whenever she can, and only washing when need be, whenever she want to get sexual. Stuff like that. Like, you can miss me with that kind of stuff. right? But getting online and complaining about men or complaining about relationships, or over getting online and bragging about themselves too much. All these things, turn off real men. Like it's not going to make you look any better. I'm not saying that women have to be quiet in a corner. I'm just saying, like, listen, make your money, right? Make your money. Just don't bring whatever it is you're making your money back to the house. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's talk about it a little bit more, from a little bit deeper perspective, right? Right now, what I'm saying, if you're on your game like me, which if you're vibing in the frequency of my soul tribe, you should be, they're obsessed. You know what I'm saying, bro, they're obsessed. I'm telling you right now, I mean, they are watching you every day. They can't wait to get their next fix, and I'm not talking about your fans and your good subscribers. I'm talking about the ones that have interest in you. But they don't seem to understand one thing. You're not going to ever date an obsessive fan. And again, there's a difference. Fans can come and watch you all day long. They have no intentions of approaching you. They're just like watching a movie star or whatever, But the obsessive fan that believes that, oh, um, he's my type, you know what I'm saying? So she starts stalking low key. When in reality, what I'm saying, no, she calls it studying low key. But in reality, it's high key stalking, right? That's all she's doing. And because it's one thing to do it for a couple of days, but like, okay, for example, if a woman wants to meet a guy that she thought was attractive out in public, and she ran into that guy 3 different times, never approached him or whatever, never said nothing. So he's not paying her no attention, and she's thinking and assuming, well, he's gonna keep coming to this area, and eventually we run into each other, or I'll just hopefully he'll say something to me first after we see each other. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. After we see each other a whole bunch, run into each other, that's a lot of assuming. You have to make your presence known. They don't want to do that. They love to just watch, hope, what I'm saying, and schedule a accidental encounter or run in. No, there's no accidents, right? You know what I'm saying? We're highly intuitive anyway, a different kind of meal they're not used to. So they can't run that street game on us, trying to reverse psychology us into, making it seem like it's an accidental run in. What if, we were to move and you weren't able to run into us every day? Then you would have been wishing, man, I wish I would have just, what I'm saying, approached them. They don't want to approach. They don't want to approach. It's, and it's really baffling to them because our argument is so sound. Because they're like, well, men are supposed to approach. Who told you that? Man, right? Okay. Well, the guys that are approaching you, how is that working out for you? Probably not too well. You wouldn't be looking at my fine black ass. So, what are we doing here? Nothing but waste of time. Okay, I'm out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's goofiness. It's goofiness. By the way, I will be having guests on, and we'll be getting the woman's opinion on here and let them speak their piece. I will not be debating with any women. I'm gonna allow women to come on here and speak, however they feel. And I'm just going to sit here and just, I'm just going to shake my head. I'm not going to debate with anyone, because I'm not dating anyone. I'm not making love to anybody. So why would I care? She could come on. I'm not going to let her come on here and just bash men, but she come in here and have a few things to say about men in general. I won't care. I'm not messing with any of them. I don't care what they have going on. I don't care what they think. So they're allowed to think whatever they want. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be single and they might just be projecting their traumas, but not my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But I will be having some people on, some friends, maybe doing like a joint um, uh, live stream or something like that. But excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. But I really have some really nice pre-recorded videos planned, where I'm talking to my brother, and I'm gonna do it in a certain kind of way, right? Because they're good conversations for young men to see, to see how to speak to the men, and how men move and speak when they're chopping it up. Men of action, men of family. You know what I'm saying? Men of means, and also cross watching women who want to watch and just see how men speak to each other, so they can see if their man's a man, or whoever they might be thinking they might like, or if they like, what I'm saying, when they're looking at me. What I'm saying, gives a little insight on how I speak to my friend or whatever like that. So it's going to be good information, and it's going to be very good videos. The video itself might not be what you're expecting. It could end up being, I'm not going to say, but very little, what I'm saying, to know, what I'm saying. So uh, that being said, I'll let it roll and see if you guys are okay with it being pretty much a black screen, or because if it's a podcast type of format, it really don't matter. But I might put like a picture of myself up too, right? But we'll have these conversations. I'll screen record or whatever the conversation with my friend, and get on here, and what I'm saying, let you guys decide whether you like it or not. But until then, listen, I'm about to get off of here. But understand one thing: if a woman's coming to you, letting you know how she feels about men, understand that she came to you. She came to you. I mean, so I don't know what kind of confusion there is, but if she came to you and, what I'm saying, she's running her mouth about blase, blase, blah, it don't make any sense because you didn't go to her. So if she came to you, that means she likes what she sees, but she's trying to control the narrative and control the relationship out the gate. Man, red flags, red flags. But anyway, peace, love, and light, y'all. I'll be back on here hopefully later on tonight. If not, I'll definitely get a pre-recorded video up. But tomorrow will be a fresh day where we get started. I'll tell you what, this one right here, this cable. There we go. We'll get it started, and we'll start pumping videos out on a regular basis, trying to bring Sigma Nation, and that also includes Sigma ladies. We're looking for a Sigma lady. So the information I'm putting out is to help young men get themselves together for a Sigma lady. So Sigma ladies, cross watch. Don't get offended by what I say. I never bash women. I do put out certain information about how some of the things that women do don't make any sense, but I'm not one of these men that just bash women. I don't put out that kind of energy. So you don't have to worry about that. But listen, peace, love, and light. I appreciate you guys joining me. I got to get on one of the other channels, or my TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, and pump out another video. I'm loving it. I love to stay active. Got to do what I got to do. But hey, listen, before I go, you know what I mean? Love yourself. Love myself. Love God. And I'm out.